Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Michelle Lott, and we're excited to present Peach State Ballers Youth Basketball League. Next, I'll be introducing the teammates. First, we have Brandon Richardson. He directs logistics, equipment. He oversees uniform orders, maintains game supplies, ensures facilities are properly prepared for practice and competitions. We have Destiny Allen. She handles administration and finance. She manages registration, maintains league records, prepares budgets, and tracks income and expenses to ensure accountability. Next, we have me, Michelle Lott. I serve as league president. I'm responsible for overall leadership, scheduling, and operations. I ensure the league stays organized and the communication flows smoothly among staff, players, and families. We have Sarah Pearson. She handles rules, standards, and scoring for the league. She will also organize the award ceremony program and establish rules and criteria to honor players for sportsmanship, performance, and teamwork. Last, we have Wyatt Hurst. He oversees player development, coaching standards. He ensures the practices follow structured training plans and that all athletes receive equal opportunity to improve their skills.
The Peach State Ballers Youth Basketball League is a community center program that gives children a chance to grow in a supportive environment. The mission is to provide a fun and competitive basketball experience that builds respect, teamwork, fitness, and fair play. Coaches will help players gain confidence, learn age appropriate basketball skills, and grow both on and off the court. The Peach State Ballers is a co-ed basketball league, which means both boys and girls are welcome to play together on the same teams. This inclusive format helps promote fairness, diversity, and mutual respect among all participants. By playing in a co-ed environment, athletes learn to appreciate the value of teamwork across genders and backgrounds, strengthening their ability to work together both on and off the court. The league is open to children between the ages of 8 and 12 with two divisions created to ensure fair and appropriate competition. Younger players ages 8 to 10 compete in one bracket, while older players ages 11 to 12 compete in another. The system allows athletes to develop and compete alongside peers in similar skills and developmental levels.
Hey everyone, my name is Wyatt Hurst and I'm going to be covering the tryouts today. Our tryouts will be held in late August and the athletes can register online or in person, which we will cover that more later on in different slides. And the tryouts will be held separate with the age groups and the brackets, and the coaches will be there and they'll just be evaluating the players, just trying to get a feel for, you know, what type of league and what how many kids we're gonna have and all that type of stuff. But the tryouts will consist of just the basic stuff, just dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense, and just seeing what teamwork, each age group has and all types of stuff like that. And after that, give it about a week and the teams will be picked and the rosters will be ready to go for the season. Now, on to the location. All practices and games will be held at the City Recreation Center, and it has two full-size courts, scoreboards, seating for families, and all the spectators. And don't worry if that location accidentally gets overbooked or like over, somebody else is already using that location. We got the middle school gymnasium and we have plenty of other options. So we'll always be playing basketball and we'll always be able to just keep the season in a flow and keeping it moving. Yeah.
Funding and costs. The league will be funded through registration fees and community sponsorships. Registration costs will be affordable for families. The registration process. The registration process is easy and straightforward. Families will complete registration forms at the main office. Each child must bring in original birth certificate to confirm their age and ensure they fit within the 8 to 10 age range, which supports fairness and competition. Registration will stay open until August the 30th or until all player slots are filled.
Player fees and discounts. The base registration is $125, which includes administrative costs and a practice t-shirt. Discount makes it affordable. We have a $25 off for siblings and a $10 off for early bird registration. With about 50 players expected, we project $6,000 in income for fees. You can hit the next slide.
It just, I don't know, it takes a while to catch up. I hit it already. Oh, there we go.
So for sponsorships and fundraising opportunities, we'll invite local businesses and community members to sponsor at 3 levels: gold at $750, silver at $400, and community at $150, with 1 gold, 2 silver, and 3 community sponsors. We expect $2,700 in sponsorship income. With fundraising, we'll include a car wash and bake sale, a raffle with local prizes and merchandise, sales like hoodies and caps. Together, these events should raise about $2,600, plus they engage families and the community. So for coaches, we'll receive modest stipends, $300 for head coaches and $150 for assistants. Parents can volunteer at events in exchange for partial fee waivers. These efforts keep down and encourage family involvement. And to stay organized, we'll use affordable tools like Sports Engine for registration, GoDaddy for the website, MailChimp for email updates. And our major costs includes uniform, facilities, equipment, referees, the coach stipends, and subscription. Total expenses for the season are expected to be around $7,265 to $7,400. And by combining registration, sponsorship, and fundraising, the leagues expect to raise about $11,300. After expenses, we project a $4,000 surplus, which can be used for scholarships, extra equipment, or free skills. And so this plan allows the Peach State Ballers to cover expenses, remain affordable for all the families.
Grateful for the support that has been extended to our program thus far. We recognize the importance of providing high quality, durable, and visually uniform that reflect our league's value and identity. Uniforms not only promote a sense of pride and belonging among our athletes, but they also contribute to the professionalism and visibility of our teams during competition. As we continue to encourage teamwork, league spirit, and athletic excellence among our players, ensuring they are properly outfitted is a key component of their experience and performance. When you look good, you play good. Each participant must fill out a liability form. The purpose of the liability form is to protect the organization by having each participant agree not to hold them legally responsible for any injuries or damages that may occur during activities. The form also serves to educate the players about any inherent dangers of an activity, helping them to decide if they are willing to accept those risks before they begin to play.
Okay, here are some season details. The Peach State Ballers Youth Basketball League official start date is August the 30th, 2025. The season will end October the 25th, 2025, and an award ceremony will be held on November the 1st, 2025 to recognize our dedicated athletes. Next, we are showing the season schedule. It just tells like how the league was started, about the tryouts, and also gives the dates for practices and games. This next screen also follows with that layout, telling about the games, the practices, and telling about at the end on November the 1st, the league will arrange the award ceremony. So this just tells about the games and how the groups are set up. Each group of players, we had 2 groups. We had the 8 to 10, then the 10 to 12. Each group had 4 teams, so we had a total of 8 teams. Each of those teams played a total of 6 games. The 2 teams that won the most games out of those games were the teams that went to the playoffs. Marketing and promotion. To grow and sustain the league, a strong marketing strategy will be implemented through social media and dedicated websites. The community engagement. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are used to share updates, including games, schedules, player highlights, and upcoming events. These platforms also provide opportunities to engage with the community in real time through photos, videos, and live updates, helping to build excitement and increase visibility. The official website will have essential information such as schedules, standings, rules, and registration forms to strengthen communication. A monthly digital newsletter will also be sent out to families offering updates. On this next slide, it just shows like the website where it shows where we have the registration form and the ages, the social media platforms that we use to promote the Peach State Youth Basketball League, and it also shows the flyers that we use that show the start date, the end date, and just telling about the tournaments. So staffing, the league will rely on a balanced mix of volunteers and paid staffing to support the operation. Volunteer opportunities include assistant coaching, team parents, and event helpers, giving community members a chance to contribute while building strong connections within the league. This combination allows the league to operate smoothly while keeping costs manageable. Coaches focus on teaching fundamental basketball skills, building teamwork, and ensuring safety and development of players. They also act as main point of communication with parents, ensuring families stay informed and engaged. Referees are responsible for overseeing games, enforcing rules, maintaining game flow, and promoting fairness and respect among players.
Okay, my name is Sarah Pearson, and I am in charge of the rules, standards, and scoring for the Peach State Ballers. So let's get started and go over that. The rules, standards, and scoring for the Community Sports League of the Peach State Ballers are conducted upon the regulations of the Oconee County Parks and Recreation Department of Georgia of 2025, and a link to these rules can be found on our reference page. Just to briefly go over some of our rules, I would like to state 2 rules from each of our slides because we have a tremendous amount of rules. So each player's age or gender will be determined by his or her birth certificate, and that will be viewed at, as mentioned before, the registration and the liabilities that will be examined by our leaders. And moving on to our next rule, with 1 block is half a quarter, which is 8 minutes. Each quarter will be split into 2 blocks, and the game will consist of 8 blocks, which is 4 quarters. So in a shorter term, each game will have 4 quarters, and those quarters will be 8 minutes. And to ensure the fairness, players must sit out a minimum of 1 quarter due to the amount of players that are on the team, because we have an extensive amount of players. So we're just continuing on with our local rules, and at the very end, we did include some scoring. So there should be no more than 3 coaches directing the team at one time, and the scorekeepers are required to keep track of all sitting and playing time for each team presently playing, and they do have permission to approach coaches at any point to ensure that the guidelines of the game and sitting requirements are being followed by each team. And to go over some of our scoring of the game, 1 goal shot from inside the 3-point line will be worth 2 points for that team, and 1 goal shot from outside the 3-point line will be worth 3 points for the team, and foul shots are worth 1 point each. Rules for ages 8 through 10. Now there is a little bit of difference in between the ages of the 8 to 10 and the 11 to 12, because in the 8 to 10, the goal height will be 8 feet and the ball size will be 27.5 inches. And the defense is a little bit different because the team players will not be able to pass the half court line when playing defense against the other team. They must stay behind that half court line. But if we move to the next slide in the 11 through 12 age bracket, we can see that they can pressure the other team past the half court line, but they must wait until the 4th quarter to press. So we can see that the goal height and the ball size is different for the 11 through 12 ages, and the goal height will be 10 feet and the ball size will be 28.5. So the standards of the Peach State Ballers is very important. They include the code of conduct and the sportsmanship standards. These standards apply to all players, referees, coaches, and any individual that is present. Any individual that does not abide by the following rules or standards will be warned, and if the disruptions continue, then the individual will be met with serious precautions or consequences. And we can move on to the code of conduct. So the code of conduct includes all players, staff, and other participants are expected to comply by the following standards. All participants are to show good sportsmanship. If any person conducts themselves in an unsportsmanlike manner, they will be asked to leave the property immediately. Any participant who is asked to leave the premises will not be allowed on the property until the next scheduled game day. If the individual shows unsportsmanlike behavior again, then they will be banned from the premises for the remainder of the season. Yes, sportsmanship standards. All participants of this league are required to display kind behaviors and ethical reasoning. Performing foul language, harmful physical activity, offensive signals, or any other undignified actions will not be tolerated on the premises. No drugs or alcohol are to be present at any time, and no participants are to show up intoxicated by such influences. Inappropriate attire, such as offensive graphics or revealing clothing, will not be tolerated, and any individual performing these acts will be asked to leave immediately. Now that we went over all the rules, our code of conduct, and our standards, we can move on to our award ceremony details, which is the grand ending to our wonderful season. So the award ceremony will be a wonderful dinner hosted by our leader of the Peach State Ballers, Miss Misha Lott. And all players and coaches will be given free admission to this award ceremony. Any other participants wishing to attend, such as guardians or friends, will need to purchase a ticket, and the tickets will be $10 a piece, and they can be purchased at any concession stand at any point during the season. So the location of the awards ceremony will be at the main location, which is the City Recreation Center Gym of Georgia. And the date of this ceremony will be, as mentioned before, on November 1st, 2025, and the time will be at 12 p.m. noon. The award ceremony details further just keeps going. But this event will consist of a provided meal for all players, coaches, and ticket holders. And you can see that the meal has, a good selection. And the dress code for this event will be like a casual dress, and the players can wear their uniforms, but they are not required to. Each team will be commemorated upon their achievement for first, second, third, or fourth place, and each player will be awarded with a trophy for their participation, but one player on each team that demonstrated outstanding achievements such as excellent teamwork or highly skilled playing will receive a medal for MVP or most valuable player. Okay? And continuing on, this ceremony will also consist of a combined inspirational speech given by Mill Creek High School's basketball coaches for both male and female teams. And there's the reference right there for that high school, and the inspirational speech given by these reprimandable athletic leaders will consist of encouragement to all players and the importance of effort, self-control, and community. Overall, this awards ceremony will be used to inspire and thank each participant for their hard work throughout the entire season. Thank you.
Below, you will see some references that we have that we use to get the information some of the information that we presented. We just want to give thanks to all the teammates that were here today that presented their parts of the assignment. I want to thank Dr. Dawes for allowing us to record this, and y'all have a great day.